this one on you. By 2025, pop music will overtake hip hop music as the most popular genre. Okay.
I'm just
Is
gonna
it?
just say straight out the gate, I know quite literally nothing about hip hop. Pop, I'm well versed. Hip hop, literally nothing.
You know stuff about
Name a
pop and
few
hip
hip
hop.
hop songs, like frame it for me.
Anything by Drake is considered hip
Oh,
hop, right?
oh,
Kanye is hip hop. So I guess, yeah, for the uninitiated, let's talk about the difference. So hip, and this is me just looking this straight up online because I'm no expert, but hip hop refers to a style of music. It's rap music with electronic backing, and then pop music is like modern music, so contemporary music with like a strong melody and beat. So, very quickly, I thought I would just sort of give you guys a history lesson in how the music genres have evolved over time. Essentially, in the 1950s, there was a lot of sort of clean pop music, and then we got into rock music from the 60s through to the 80s. And then in the 80s, rock was dominant, but pop music was sort of had a resurgence. It became quite popular again. And then in the 90s is when rock music died and R&B and country and pop had another bounce. And then turn of the millennium, sort of rap hip hop took off, right? And it just is now in the number one position. So if we look at currently sort of volume, like how much music is being consumed and what genre does it classify into, Nielsen Music has a really great breakdown of this, where hip hop music makes up about 26% of all the music that we listen to. Pop music is about 13%, and rock music has around 20% of the share of all the music that we listen to. That was in the year 2019, I should say. Right, so hip hop is really dominant, and pop has about half of what hip hop has. Right, so this is really unlikely. I think that pop will just sort of have this massive resurgence and hip hop will die. But here's what I'm thinking, Daniel. Pop will overtake hip hop because hip hop music will become pop.
right. Well, yeah, doesn't like pop stand for popular? Lol.
Exactly. Because so much music has sort of become hip hop, that surely what will happen is some things that are like hip hop light will start to be sort of reclassified as pop. And I'll give you an example. Post Malone, he won Grammys in the pop category, not in the hip hop category. And I think a lot of people would have considered Post Malone to sort of be in the hip hop category, if that makes sense. So I think already we're sort of seeing that there could be like a transition where what needs to be considered hip hop, a much more specific sort of slice of what is currently hip hop. And if a shift like that happens, then I think we could see pop overtake.
Right.
So yeah, how do you feel about
My
this?
initial thoughts are like, yeah, I could definitely see it happening. I'm going to be honest. I thought pop was the most popular, but clearly that's wrong. Yeah. What one thing?
Why? Because of the name? Well, you'd be so wrong.
I thought it was a dead giveaway. But anyway, yeah, I do also wonder. It seems like everyone's obsessed with TikTok now, and this is kind of the first social media website which has got music like strongly tied in. I wonder if that's also kind of kicking pop off again, because that's all about doing like dances to different songs. And I swear I saw
Yeah.
something where a bunch of songs became like very popular purely because there were like very popular dances on TikTok for those songs. Like I wonder if that will also help.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good point. I think that TikTok could really make maybe pop music have a resurgence because maybe it's more catchy. And I think maybe for like TikTok and stuff, you need like really catchy stuff for it to go a bit viral. But yeah, so that's my real short one. And I think 5% sounds about unlikely because it is quite a mammoth effort for pop to sort of overtake hip hop. Of course, we haven't really just spoken about the fact that maybe just there'll just be some really great pop artists that come up.
Yeah.
Right. I think we're sort of going for the cheat way, which is that there'll be a reclassification. Of course, the other way is that just pop music just sort of dominates again because it is just better artists in
Yeah,
that
well,
milieu.
Dua Lipa released a couple of albums this year, like an album and then a what do you call it, remix album, and my God, it is just so bloody good, right? Like, I wonder if she will lead the charge. Yeah, okay. I guess my thoughts then after all of that is like I have got a very low confidence on this, but 5% seems like about right.